Good evening, one and all. We're here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this match between Australia and India. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in the commentary box...
Well, that's a surprise. I really did think the obvious choice was to throw the ball to the bowlers, but nope. Time for the openers to pad up. They're probably surprised too. First ball of the match.
Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Can't get that outside the ring field. Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 7 runs added in that over. Australia are 7 for none. Bumrah, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Bumrah shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Finds the fielder with that shot. Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Jeez, timed that well.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Pant, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over, Australia are 16 for none.
They're off to a great start. Batters timing the ball well, and the bowlers look a little bit rattled.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, race to the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
A change in the field, more emphasis on defence.
Crash! Beautiful bowling.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock, not what you expect from someone of this quality.
Coming into bat for Australia. Please give him a round of applause.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Good shot, a beauty. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 6 runs added there. Australia 22 for 1. Bumrah from the Paddington end. That's a confident appeal. Smacks that away through the gap. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Warner has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. 10 runs added in that over. Australia are 32 for 1. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. And caught. That's just superb. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
For Australia, please make him welcome.
Great commitment. Nicked it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Yeah, they've gone up here. There's no debate about that one. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
End of the over. 8 off it. Australia are 40 for 3.
These two enjoy batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Straight to the fielder. It sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Oh, a little fall, and that's going to be 4 runs.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here. Edge, but it drops safely. Finds the edge. Perfectly timed. Good fielding out in the boundary. Warner drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. How will the bowler respond?
Swept away but finds the fielder. End of the over. 9 off it. Australia are 59 for 3.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Pandya from the Paddington end. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Good running. They should come back for 2. Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
End of the over. A costly one. 19 runs coming from it. Australia are 78 for 3.
They've got through the power play with a very good run rate. They can afford to work the ball with a little bit more risk now.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Head edges it, but it finds the gap. Looks like they were late on that shot there. That's going a long way. What a shot.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift. Needs a dot ball.
Beats the field with a great shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
Well, they've just kept going, haven't they? If a wicket falls now, the rest of the batters can probably come in with a really aggressive mindset.
And that is the half.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Siraj, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but have to head back to the pavilion.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. I didn't hear or see anything. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. How will he reply?
The bowler looks really confident. And that's the end of the innings. India have been set a target of 114 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Cummins coming in. A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Couldn't get it through the field. There's a chance if it hits. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. And no need for the fielders to chase that one. You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
And caught. That's just superb. In the air, and cover takes an easy catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Finds the fielder with that shot. 5 runs added in that over. India are 5 for 1. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Paddington end. Misses everything. ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over. You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Can't get that outside the ring field. No, no, no. Terrible shot. End of the over. India are 11 for 1.
They just dropped off a bit that second over. Need to maintain the intensity.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Beats the field with a great shot.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Gill has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Cummins over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. India are 26 for 1. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. That is quite extraordinary. Gill, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Ten runs added there. India are 36 for 1. Abbott coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Out! Caught! Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Perfectly timed.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Nearly gets the edge. Abbott with a great delivery there. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Wow, that's missed a lot. End of the over, 5 runs coming from it. India are 41 for 2. Zampa from the Paddington end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot, through the gap. A direct hit and this could be gone. Everyone's gone up.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Yadav ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Doesn't beat the infield. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Smacks that away through the gap.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
That's gone. Nice simple catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
It's another wicket, the fourth now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. 2 full, and that's hit high and hard. That's 4 more.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Abbott is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. A great over and a good chance that's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters.
The batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
That's a boundary save for sure. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Pandya drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Drilled that one away.
What a lovely shot, and it flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the wicketkeeper. No more short balls this over.
Great shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Off the middle of the bat.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
That's the over. India are 99 for 4. It might just be too big an ask to get the runs in this last over. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. This could be out. Gone. Nowhere near making it. Oh, great run out.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
The half-century's in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100. They really need a boundary, this ball.
Nice shot. Just a flick off the pads.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Have to go for it now.
Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
Well, the fielder can only fetch that. Hooked away to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Drilled it way too short, and that's been dispatched to the boundary at a rate of knots.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. A great victory, extremely close, right to the end, and to bring the win home like that is something special.
What a match we have just witnessed, right down to the wire, and the smallest of margins deciding it. Join us next time where we hope we can deliver to you more of the same.